Before I started writing this video, I thought that Bard Jungle was going to be extremely troll, extremely bad. Honestly, the worst video I'd have made on this subject in forever. But today is not the day that I trash on Bard Jungle. It's the day that I highly praise this stupid pick. Tell me, what does Bard do best? Is it sitting in lane and supporting? Farming? Surely it's healing his AD carry. You already know the answer. It's roaming. Bard is like the best roaming support in the game. What if you didn't play him as a support though? Perhaps taking into a role where the entire point is to, I don't know, roam. Yeah, Bard Jungle. Bungle. So, can Bard Jungle? Let's take a look at his kit. So, Bard's passive, Traveler's Call, is the main reason this pick could even remotely work in the first place. Bard's presence causes sacred chimes to appear at random locations and linger for up to 10 minutes. Collecting a chime grants Bard 24% bonus movement speed out of combat for 7 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. With every other chime collected beyond the first, granting an additional 14% bonus movement speed, up to a total of 80% bonus movement speed. Bard also gains mana and experience per chime collected. And every time he collects 5 chimes, his meeps get empowered, permanent, whatever. The biggest part of his passive is the very first level of meep upgrades. His meeps start to slow. And getting 5 chimes is extremely easy. You can easily get 2 or 3 every game before the camps even spawn, and if you're lucky, the meeps will spawn in a good position to get you to 5 before your first gank. This is misinformation. You can't get 5 meeps before your first gank unless you've done 2 camps. Bard's Q, Cosmic Binding, is his main source of damage besides his passive meeps. Using it on enemies slows them, and if the skill shot hits a wall or another enemy, it will stun them. This ability is what makes Bard's clear even possible at all. The stun lasts 1.8 seconds at max level, which isn't long, but look at Morgana Q. It's long enough for you to kite around the jungle camps and enough time to lock down enemies during a gank. Bard's W, Caretaker's Shrine, is a heal that Bard can put down on the ground for allies or himself to pick up. Up to 3 nodes can be placed on the ground, but you're not going to be using them like support Bard does. Normally, as a support, those don't have much impact in terms of healing. However, as a jungler, you're going to be building AP, and these things heal like crazy when you're building AP. And keep Bard surviving in the jungle, because you're going to really need that survivability. Bard's E, Magical Journey, my contender for the best ability name after Finalis Funkon was renamed, is Bard's best tool for ganking. This ability essentially turns Bard into Linear Kayn. Can you imagine? Linear Kayn. But yeah, this ability is essentially Kayn's E, except less safe. However, he can bring teammates along, and this is amazing for 4-man bot ganks. This works exceptionally well with a coordinated team, and the enemies will not survive, especially if you are level 6. And that brings us to his ultimate finally, Tempered Fate. Bard throws a giant circle of magical energy to a target location, putting every unit hit by it into stasis, like Zhonya's. His ultimate has a multitude of uses on Jungle Bard: diving towers, long-range engages, long-range disengages. I can't say that, long-range disengages. Long-range disengages. Yeah. Protecting allies from ganks, tons more. Despite being such an amazing ultimate, I don't think it contributes much to his jungle prowess, because it's pretty much the same thing when you're support. Bard has an extremely weak clear. Well, I wouldn't say weak, more like extremely slow. He's very vulnerable to invaders and is susceptible to dying in the jungle if not played right. As he clears, you're going to have different pathing on both sides. Blue side, you're going to want to start red and then gank bot level 2. Landing a stun bot lane level 2 will guarantee a kill almost every time, or at least a flash. Go back to clean Krugs, blue, Gromp, wolves, and hit chickens. Bard has a very hard time clearing chickens early due to not having a ton of AoE to hit them with. Make sure you have smite for chickens before you hit 15 meeps, otherwise Bard will die to them. On purple side, you'll want to start blue and then do a standard clear, or start red solo, go straight to blue buff and then gank bot lane. Collect bot lane, scuttle, and clear normally. This is completely doable without a leash. Only do the buff solo if you have fleet footwork. Any other rune setup, you will be very low progressing throughout the rest of your clear. Make sure you lead the buffs into walls and stun them, because their placement in their camps can have them be just a smidge too far away from the wall to stun them. Clearing the jungle is not your top priority as jungle bard though. At least not early it isn't. Clearing jungle is just a means to hit your experience and gold, but I guess that's all junglers, right? Your main focus should be collecting meeps and ganking lanes. It's more like Bard's standard playstyle, except he never has to come back to babysit his AD carry, because he's not the support. Being able to constantly gank your lanes is how Bard gets ahead. Ganking is extremely easy due to being both a ranged champion and having access to unusual angles like Zac or Kayn. Plus, he literally has a passive that has slowing auto attacks. And if the enemy is inside the minion wave, an extremely easy to hit stun. It's a win-win. Bard needs help taking objectives, so communication on taking Dragon and Rift Herald is imperative. He's pretty good at controlling the area with his Q and his ultimate, even able to stall enemies from taking objectives, buying time for your team to rush to the fight. When it comes to items, you'll want to take either smite. It's situational for Bard. Nashor's Tooth. This is essential for jungle Bard. You'll be auto-attacking whenever you're not auto-attacking. Meeps are Bard's primary source of damage. Stacking magic damage on your auto-attacks helps. The AP it gives is phenomenal, and the attack speed helps his clear in the jungle. Make sure to pick up a recurve bow early. After Nashor's, Bard can pick up really any mythic item he wants. They all work on him. After further testing, Luden seems to have the most success. It's really up to you how you want your playstyle to work out. For boots, you can take Moby Boots, Berserker's Greaves, or Sorcerer's Shoes. It's really up to you how you want to build this guy. Nashor's is the only item this playstyle really requires, because you're playing Bard jungle to dish out damage, not support. Other good items include Lichbane, Demonic Embrace. This works great with Lyandra's Anguish. Void Staff. This works great when building Night Harvester against tanks. Cosmic Drive. This works great with Everfrost if you decide to build that. And Rabadons. What mage doesn't like Rabadons, am I right? For runes, you want to take Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, and a situational 4th slot precision runes. For secondary runes, take the good old-fashioned Water Walking and Celerity. These massively help your roaming power. Fleet Footwork is amazing for Bard jungle simply for the sustain it provides. I can't really see Bard taking any other keystone other than Fleet simply because of its sustain, but I encourage you to experiment and see if any other keystone would be good for this pick. Hail of Blades and Electrocute would give increased damage, burst potential, blah blah blah. You're going to be doing massive damage regardless. Just takes Fleet Footwork. In conclusion, do I think this pick could work? Honestly, yes. It sounds like a meme, I know, but you're not weak. Your passive infinitely scales and your role supports collecting chimes. You don't have an ADC to babysit, unless you're pitching a temp bot lane. The CC you provide makes your ganks very easy to pull off, and getting counter jungled isn't even a problem, because you're going to be camping lanes all game anyway. If you're successful with this pick, you're probably never going to get past 2 items playing Bard jungle, because losing against this pick will tilt enemies so hard they'll just uninstall. Did you like this video? Because I'm going to make more. I don't care if you liked it or not, but, I know you liked it, so you should like, comment, and subscribe, because, it would be nice. Thank you.